Okay, so recently in my YouTube comments, in my DMs, and even my Twitch chat, people have been asking about my interface preferences, which being my points being off, my health meter being off, just all those being off. So basically, in this video, I'm going to be showing what my settings are, and I'm going to break down why I personally use them. So first, going into options and interface preferences, you're going to see that I have my interface preset set to custom. I have my scoring to off. I have my teammate outline off. I have my teammate name off. And I have the health off. So we're going to start with scoring, which is actually like the points, like when you get an injure or when you get like take out like a goon mine, like anything like that. So when I switched over to PC, I try to rely and crutch on my quote unquote instincts and IQ because I was dog meat at MNK and I'm still dog meat, but I'm getting better. But the whole point of me taking off scoring is because it relies on your actual IQ instead of crushing onto those points. Now, don't get me wrong, getting a random wall bang and getting it down is very helpful, but you shouldn't always just be depending on that scoring, because you ever have that teammate where they make an excuse where they thought they had someone down, or they thought something with the points. It's just overall, I just decided to stop worrying about my points, and it engages me more into the gameplay, because at the end of the day you're more focused on the game and less relaxed because you don't have the points on. Now of course, when there's some instances, of course, like I said, where it's good, like for injures and random wall bangs and whatever. At the end of the day, you're gonna have them low or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Now moving on to teammate outline and teammate name. This was mostly because I don't know if you ever noticed this or experienced this, but when you're in a gunfight and say your teammate's across the map and someone swings around the corner, your teammate's outline is going to be over, like say if a vigil swung you, it's going to be like over the vigil, like it's like it's on top of the, if there was layers, the vigil would be outlined basically. And personally for me, that has messed me up so many times where I don't even shoot, I don't react because I can't tell if it's a teammate, and I think it's a teammate because I'm dumb. So that's just, like I said, personal preference. Same with the teammate name, it just gets in the way, so I just took it off. Now there's been plenty of times where I flicked my teammate or whatever, but there's also been plenty of times where I won gunfights because I actually took that off. So it's just kind of being aware of your surroundings. You have to be aware where your teammates are at, and you do have their logos on, because I still have the logo on. It's somewhere, it's somewhere in here. I don't even know if you can actually take the logo off, to be honest. I don't think you can. It's probably right in front of me, but I'm blind apparently. Going into my last preference is actually show health. Now the reason I took health off is because when you get lit up, or if you're a low HP, you tend to be a little bit more passive, because you kind of get in the mind state of, oh crap, I'm low, I'm gonna die if I get into a gunfight. So you kind of turtle up, and that's very bad in a game like Siege, where you're turtling up over HP, because this is a one-shot headshot game, and most of the time you should be aiming for the head, not for the body, not for the toesy woesies, none of that. You should be always aiming for the head. So I noticed that when I took the HP indicator off, I played like a lot better, because I didn't have to worry about what my HP was. I just played off my instincts, which every Siege player should, but we use these like handicaps for crutches. For example, like the points and the seeing what the HP is. So I noticed that after I took all these things off, I started playing a lot better and more just off my instincts, which every Siege player should. Like, you shouldn't need to look at like your health to determine if you want to take a gunfight. Like, of course you should play a little bit more passive, but at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter if you're 1 HP or 100 HP. If somebody headshots you, you're gonna be dead. So those were my interface preferences. I hope I broke it down correctly or made you understand in any type of way. Now, of course, this is my personal opinion, but I just think that taking off, for example, like the points and the HP meter, it's just going to make you play a little bit better, because you're going to play off instincts instead of just, worrying about, oh, I'm 1 HP, so I can't swing. Well, this game's a one-shot headshot game. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. I also stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on Twitch at Garfield is Doc on twitch.tv. And I also have Instagram, Twitter, and even TikTok. You can follow me at Garfield is Doc. Have a lovely day.